It's one of the more unique traditions here at the Texas Renaissance Festival. We're talking about mead, a very unique beverage here. We're at the meeting place, the Honey Lodge, right in the entrance of the Renaissance Festival. I'm with Paul Gross. Paul, first of all, tell us, what is mead exactly?
What is mead? Mead is basically water, honey, yeast, and thyme.
Fermented honey, correct?
Correct. Quite correct. Fermented honey.
And now what we have here, we have kind of a sampler plate, if you will.
Yes, we do. We have some basic ones here that, let's say, all mead starts out with. It's a dry, semi-sweet mead. Then we have our infused mead. Thank you, sir. And then with those we have the peach, the raspberry, blackberry.
Let's talk a little bit about the history of the beverage. Where does it trace back to?
Okay, now we're going to start an argument with our dear beer drinkers and ale drinkers. They actually believe that many of the ales and beers of early times were using honey as a sweetener. And if we take it back, if you were a prehistoric person and living in a cave, and you were a hunter or collector, and you were out looking for food, when you start thinking about the very first thing that one would taste that would be sweet, and you start thinking about what would it be, and many people seem to think, and I think substantially with good credibility, that it would be honey.
Right.
So therefore, the honey would be the first sweetener. And I'm sure that when they were collecting this, they had either a bag and some water got in it, and saving it over a period of time.
Traveling, perhaps.
Wild yeast. They now have a beverage that all of a sudden when they drink it, they notice a funny feeling.
A good feeling.
A good feeling. So all of a sudden, we now have the first alcoholic beverage.
Delicious. Okay, well, we're going to do a little taste test. Which one should we start off with?
We're going to start off with the driest first.
Okay, and that's this one.
That's this one right here.
Okay. Now, I'm not really, I don't prefer drier wines, but...
Okay, please give it a try now. It will not be real sweet.
Okay. Okay, cheers. Delicious, but it's sweet.
It is sweet. There's a little honey taste to it, but it is not super sweet. One does not get, I use the word coating in the mouth. Okay.
Okay, and now let's try one of the fruit-flavored ones.
Fruit-flavored ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you kind of offered me earlier an assortment, and I picked raspberry and peach.
Okay. Which one's our raspberry here? Raspberry. This first one? This first one right here is a raspberry.
Okay, raspberry.
So
okay.
This is raspberry. This has been infused with raspberry. Okay.
Wow, I can smell it, right?
You smell
raspberry, very distinct.
Very distinct. Raspberry.
You give it a try, Tony. And give it. I let our photographer have a try. Yeah, not if you like it. Yeah, okay. a little sweet, but and a little dry. And now, for our last one, which one would you recommend out of the ones?
Which one do you want to try? Peach. Let's do peach. Which ones you got as a peach?
Peach.
Orange.
Peach is orange. Okay, perfect.
Okay, this is peach. Again.
Okay. Yes. Very light. I like that.
Light peach.
Very delicious for summer.
Correct.
Yeah. Now, where do you acquire these meads? Where are they brewed?
All of these particular meads come from Colorado, and they have a very interesting fermentation. They use a very cold fermentation, not a warm one. And I think that's what adds to the essence of the mead, because in boiling mead or heating honey and water up, the volatiles tend to boil off. And where these folks do theirs, the volatiles stay in and it stays with the alcohol. So we like that.
Okay. Now you're kind of a staple here at the Renaissance Festival. Been here almost since the start of it.
Very close. We've been out here 34 years.
Wow.
And I believe this is our either 38th or 39th year out here at the festival. So.
And you love being here, I imagine.
This is all we do.
Yeah. Love the selection. All right, well, if you get a chance to come on down to the Renaissance Festival, you definitely want to stop by here. It's called the Meeting Place, the Honey Lodge.
Honey Lodge.
Right at the entrance of the Renaissance Festival. Really surprisingly delicious. I enjoyed it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. All right, reporting for Fox 4 News, I'm Erin Nichols.
I'd rather